Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Adams the man in motion right. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On first down, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Raiders had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Rodgers, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll try again with Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are on the board first here in Vegas. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Carr now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Oh, always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Carr going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On play action, now Carr. Same target, it's Jacobs again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to double the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. Able to find Lazard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll try to keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 36, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Play action. Now it's Carr. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and run forward Janovich. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Janovich, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
4 yards to pick up, first down. Now Rodgers finds his receiver, Watson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield, but in short yardage situations, third down pickups, I got to have him, and he picked it up for him right there.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 2nd and 7, Carr. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Watson. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Throwing his Carr. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
93.
Slot man moves right. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
You're mine. 6-18.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of the first down. A give to Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. Want to bring up second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
At the 6-yard line.